Hey guys, Rambo here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a recently added bundle in the Black Ops 6 store. No, not this one, or even that one, but rather the DOA Mama's Back Reactive Tracer Pack. A lot of bundle buzzwords, but obviously the ones that stick out are Mama's Back. You get to play as the Mama Back, and it's also literally her back in the preview. Okay, that's kind of clever. Kind of like that one calling card from DOA 3. It looks like she colored her hair, but let's take a look at the operator skin, shall we? Oh. It's Fidelina wearing a spacesuit. So this store pack has some interesting aspects to it, but as someone who's been playing Dead Ops Arcade since the Magna Carta was wet ink, I think there were a lot of missed opportunities in terms of doing a proper DOA themed bundle here. They don't release DOA bundles very often, so when they do, you kind of wish there are as many neat references to the game mode as possible. Black Ops 4's Blackout mode had the Cosmic Silverback as a DLC character. There was a bundle in Black Ops Cold War that featured a couple of cool blueprints, including the first reactive camo for Cold War at the time, so the bundle was quite popular for that reason, but it also included some nice touches, like this calling card and emblem, which draw from the history DOA while also bringing something new to the table. This BO6 bundle takes a similar approach for the weapons, which includes an ultra blueprint reactive camo with 8-bit DOA tracers and 8-bit DOA death effects for the ASG-89 shotgun. Whew, that's a mouthful. So here are the different reactive stages of the weapon. And a few things of note, the Mama Back has some different faces as the sight goes through the stages, which you can't even see her face when using the weapon in-game, but most of them are of course from the opening cutscene of DOA 3, but interestingly enough they end up using shots from the pre-release version of the cutscene, where Mama has a different skin tone compared to the version of the cutscene that the game officially released with. There's also one shot here which is brand new, of the Mama Back smiling with hearts for eyes. It caught me a bit off guard, but at least it's something new. My headcanon will say it's a throwback to the DOA 2 lobby screen that had hearts floating around for Valentine's Day back in 2016. If you guys were alive back then, I know that was a while ago at this point. The skull from the Island Arena also appears on the weapon and cycles through different phases. The skull itself seems like a new asset here. It doesn't look like an exact shot from cutscenes in either DOA 2 or 3. Maybe a little bit of AI cheese thrown in there, who knows? There's also a legendary blueprint for the AK-74, which features the DOA 1 logo, and also new text that reads Mama's Revenge. I thought the next DOA was supposed to be Papa's Revenge. Or Revenging. In any case, you also have the Mama Back's face over here, reusing the same image we saw with the previous weapon. A little more variety would have been nice to see here. This weapon also features the same death effects as the shotgun when killing enemies. There's a legendary blueprint for the jet gun, which is the wonder weapon used in Liberty Balls. This blueprint is the first one released for the jet gun, so it has that distinction. And I don't mean to yuck on somebody else's yum, but it's not really all that special looking. It does feature a red arcade joystick and a little slot to insert coins, but apart from those general arcade elements, there's nothing really about the blueprint that screams Dead Ops to me. There's one more legendary blueprint in here for the knife, called the ladle, or Mama Spoon. Now, I think this is pretty neat, so I tip whoever decided to include the spoon in this bundle. But one grievance I have, and I can't quite figure out if it's intentional or not, but you cannot use the spoon in ranked play. You could equip it in your class in the menus, but the moment you load into a match, it gives you a default knife, which seems like a bug, but maybe they don't want players running around with a spoon and confusing the opposition. Like, what the heck? That guy over there has a spoon. Report him, that's GA'd. I don't quite know, but I kind of wanted to do some spoon spanking on ranked, and sadly the game doesn't let me. One of the main items in the bundle is the Astro Chick Ultra Operator skin for Dr. Gray. I don't mind that there's a Fidelina skin for the bundle. There's not too many options in terms of what characters they could use for a DOA bundle. I guess they could have done the DOA Soldier or something like that. But what I don't like about the Fidelina skin is how the head is pixelated. I always disliked the pixelated Snapchat filter cheese that they threw on the DOA 3 cutscene as well. Because a normal version of that cutscene exists somewhere, as many of the calling cards for DOA 3 featured the non-pixelated screenshots from that cutscene. And it looks good. But with this bundle, they leaned in towards a retro 8-bit Minecrafty style, which is not fully in alignment with the DOA franchise. So I find the pixelated head with a traditional body to be a bit jarring. Also, in terms of lore, is this Dr. Gray cosplaying as Fidelina at the DOA con? Or is this supposed to be the Mama Back since her glasses are there? And maybe she got a little kinky with the Papa Back and asked him to zap her into a chicken? Some other DOA references on the spacesuit. We have a nice NASA looking badge with the skull from Island. On the back of the spacesuit we have a DOA 2 reference, Fido and the soldier from the end cutscene of that game, with a green gem that I guess pins the picture to the back of the suit. It's probably because of my lower graphics settings, but that green gem does not even appear for me at all when playing on PC. And you also have a bunch of gems with the spoon on the back as well. Overall, the skin is fine. It was kind of funny seeing people on Reddit and Twitter freaking out over the skin, not knowing that it's a DOA reference. People were like, "This is not my Call of Duty." The ironic part is you can argue that they ain't a true COD fan if they can't even pinpoint where the skin originates from, especially when DOA is in the name of the damn bundle. There's a few other cosmetic items thrown in the bundle, and most of them are kinda whatever. You have the Dot Ops reticle, which features a spork. Okay, you also have a Monkey Bomb animated calling card. Now, the Monkey Bomb is featured across the DOA franchise, but it's not exclusive to DOA. And when you compare it to the calling card from the Cold War bundle that I mentioned earlier, I think it's fair to say that they could have been more creative with it. And the same goes for the cosmetic skin for the Monkey Bomb over here, where it becomes an 8-bit Monkey Bomb. There's no such thing as an 8-bit Monkey Bomb in DOA, but we will move on and also mention that you get a Fire Sale Gobblegum for this bundle too. For those on the fence about purchasing this bundle, now that singular Gabagool might just make it worthwhile. One final item in the bundle that's kind of funny is the emote called Weird Birds, which looks silly enough when Fidalina is using it, but when you're a more serious character like the Warden doing this dance, it adds some additional humor and it's probably pretty frustrating for the enemy team whenever they see you hitting this TikTok dance on them in the winner's circle. Anyways, that's a quick little preview on this bundle. In my view, if you have the COD points and you like DOA, I say go for it and get the bundle. As a CODillionaire, I have more COD points than I know what to do with, so copying the occasional DOA bundle is almost a no-brainer for me. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below about this DOA bundle. Are there some items or skins that you would like to see for another potential DOA bundle in the future? Maybe one day we show a little love to the Cyber Silverback and get him as an operator.
Oh, we're so sorry to hear about your brother that passed away. He gets 5 big booms.